Now, at least 137 Ukrainians have been killed as Russia continues to invade several Ukrainian cities by land, sea and other in the biggest attack on a European state since the Second World War. Now, even as attacks and explosions continue, Russian forces have encircled the capital city of Kyiv. According to Ukrainian authorities, Putin wants to topple the Ukrainian government and install pro-Russian government. Now, Russia took control of Cheronybl, the site of 1986 nuclear disaster, after a fierce battle with the Ukrainian National Guards. Ukrainian President Zelensky made an impassioned speech saying his country has been left alone to defend the state.
I heard explosions, and we also live in a neighborhood where there was fighting this morning.
They destroyed everything. Is this a military target? He should know he has blood on his hands. He won't be able to wash it out.
And on the first floor, there's a teenager who died. He was just 16 years old.
It really depends who you talk to. It's really, you do see the fear in people's eyes, regardless whether they say that they stay put and they want to resist with or without arms. But that fear basically results in different reactions. Some people left or trying to leave Ukraine. There are long queues that are forming both on the highways towards the west, long queues forming at gasoline stations. People were packing up on food and basic things at the few supermarkets that were still open here in Kyiv. So there are people who are really panicking and they want to leave. But then there are others who are concerned as well, but they say they're not going to take the sovereignty, the freedom, the democracy of the country away. In fact, I've just seen a few hours ago a young man on his bicycle carrying a Ukrainian flag. He was the only man here, the only person here at Maidan, at Independence Square. And it really was a picture to me that, yes, there's concern, there's fear, but there's also a sense or a mood of basically not having Russia to say what the future of this country is.
War criminals fired on peaceful areas of Kyiv. And those are some dramatic visuals playing out for you on the screen. The Ukrainian army war criminals fired on peaceful areas of Kyiv. That's the latest that we're getting from Ukraine. You can see some dramatic visuals on your screen of war criminals firing, in fact, in Kyiv. And the Ukrainian ambassador has, in fact, gone on to say that the Ukrainian ambassador to India has, in fact, said that the situation in Ukraine is getting increasingly serious. Ukraine claims 150 of their nationals were killed and that there were strikes even today. Times Network's Aishwarya Jain spoke to the Ukrainian ambassador to India.
Well, I'm being joined by Dr. Polika, the ambassador for Ukraine in India. Sir, what's the current situation and what's the update that you wanted to share with us?
Current situation is getting more and more serious. Officially, around 150 Ukrainian citizens were killed. Today at night, there were missile attacks in some areas of Ukrainian capital. Situation is getting more and more difficult.
Okay.
We are happy that, taken into account deterioration of the situation, Indian leadership almost immediately contacted Russian leaders.
Okay.
You know that yesterday, Honorable Modi ji made a telephone call on Putin and asked for immediate cessation of violence. As well as your Honorable Minister also made telephone call on Russian Foreign Minister.
Your efforts yesterday also, you clearly stated that the students and the Indian citizens who are stranded in Ukraine have to remain have to maintain calm and peace there. Any efforts being made by the Ukrainian embassy to bring back those students or Indian citizens back to the country?
You see, as Ukrainian embassy here is responsible for the Ukrainian citizens.
Absolutely.
That's why we are on contact with some parents.
Okay.
What is possible to help, we are trying to do. But our resources in this case limited.
Well, there's relief for some Indian students who managed to take the last flights back home from Ukraine on 23rd Feb. But many are still stuck in Ukraine, awaiting arrangements to be brought back home. Now, Times Network spoke to some of these students. Listen in.
हम अपनी इंडियन गवर्नमेंट से, इंडियन एम्बेसी से बस ये रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं कि जल्दी से जल्दी हमारा यहाँ से इवैक्यूएशन प्लान करें, हमें अपनी कंट्री पे, हमें अपने घर पे सेफली हम चले जाएं। हम ये रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं इंडियन गवर्नमेंट से। हमारी फ्रेंड्स की, हमारे दोस्तों की जितनी भी सब फ्लाइट्स थी, सब कैंसिल हो गई अभी इंडिया आने की। तो बस हम यही चाहते हैं कि वो सब लोग सेफ रहें, सेफली अपने घर पहुंच जाए और हम भी इस कंट्री से निकल के अपनी कंट्री में और अपने देश में वापस सेफली चले जाएं।
We are facing a big crisis here. We all are waiting for help from our Indian embassy right now.
Now we are safe, but it's only temporary, and we are facing food shortage, and we don't have money with us. ATMs are blocked.
We don't know what is going to happen every next second. We don't know.
We all are in panic, and also our parents are in panic.
And our authority said that there will be no electricity any moment from now.
Blockage of water supply and connection loss.
We are requesting for Indian embassy to help us as soon as.
Please help us and take a really big action, and please try to take us or help us from here.
मेरा नाम यावर हमीद भट्ट है। मैं कश्मीर से हूँ और मैं हंदवारा से बिलोंग करता हूँ। मैं यहाँ यूक्रेन में MBBS की पढ़ाई कर रहा हूँ और मैं अभी 6th कोर्स में हूँ। तो जैसा कि आपको पता है कि यूक्रेन और रशिया के बीच में वॉर चल रहा है और यहाँ पे सुबह के 5 बजे हमने थोड़ी सुबह आवाजें सुनी, जैसे कि आप यहाँ पे खारकीव की और ओडेसा की 3 जगहों पे सुबह बॉम्ब्स गिराए गए और सिचुएशन अभी थोड़ी सी ठीक नहीं है। अभी लोग सेफ जगहों पे जा रहे हैं। सिचुएशन थोड़ी पैनिक हो रही है। अभी सामान लेने जा रहे हैं लोग। यहाँ पे हम यूक्रेन में 200 बच्चे, अराउंड 180 to 200 बच्चे कश्मीरी बच्चे हैं।
हम लोग यहाँ हॉस्टल में सेफ हैं, बट स्टिल बाहर पैनिक का माहौल है और
सिचुएशन कुछ ठीक नहीं चल रही है। बस फ्लाइट्स भी कैंसिल हो रही हैं, हम लोगों को फ्लाइट्स भी नहीं मिल पा रही हैं।
एयर स्पेस बंद हो गया है कम्प्लीटली। हम लोगों को घर जाने के लिए मेरी बस अपील है मामाजी शिवराज सिंह चौहान से, कैसे भी हम लोगों को हेल्प करें, हमारा सपोर्ट करें, हम कैसे भी करके हमारे घर जल्दी पहुंच जाए।
Now, parents of stranded students in Ukraine have complained that the helpline is not working. They've been trying to contact the Indian embassy in Ukraine, but it's all been in vain.
अभी बात तो रोज़ ही हो रही है बेटी से और अभी भी बात हुई थोड़ी देर पहले। बोलते कंफर्टेबल है, एम्बेसी ने भी वो ले लिया और इनसे बायोडाटा ले लिया हुआ है। बट एक चीज़ है कि इसमें प्रॉब्लम ये है कि जो एम्बेसी ने नंबर जारी किए हुए हैं उस पर हमारी बात नहीं हो पा रही है, क्योंकि वो नंबर जो है या तो बिजी आ रहे हैं या नॉट एग्जिस्ट आ रहे हैं। इस तरह से जितने भी नंबर है सब पे ट्राई करके देखा जी, ये प्रॉब्लम है ज़रा।
क्या चिंता बढ़ रही है?
चिंता तो बढ़ रही है, ओबियसली बढ़ रही है जी। जब तक कुछ सरकार नहीं करती है हमारे लिए, हमारे बच्चों के लिए कुछ सरकार नहीं करती है, या कोई ऐसा कोई अल्टरनेट रूट या तो कोई दूसरी कंट्री के थ्रू बच्चों को वापस ले आए या फिर ऐसा कोई और अल्टरनेट नहीं करती, तब तक तो चिंता है ही है बच्चों की, क्योंकि वहाँ पे कभी भी इतना बड़े लेवल पे अटैक हो चुका है। तो अब तो शायद स्थिति चिंताजनक तो है ही है।
Now, Ashish, a UP-based doctor, has been struggling to get back his brother stuck in Ukraine. Ashish says his brother will be taken to Romania border. However, there has been no information on how he can return to India. He further added that he has been visiting Ukraine embassy in Delhi, but that's been to no avail.